Hey y'all, good morning. Well, today I'm out here bright and early and it feels so nice outside. There's a slight little breeze in the air. The sun is already shining and this is the south part of our house, so it'll warm up pretty quickly, but it's starting to feel a little bit more like fall, so I'm super excited. So we took a little pause on our front flower bed because I really wanted to get our fall containers in. So now I'm back at it today and we're going to be working on our front flower bed. So let me show you guys what we're going to be doing today. Okay guys, so as you can remember, we pulled up the Blushing Bride hydrangeas and we put in this new little boxwood hedge. And then I didn't record it. Let me take that back. Hardy recorded a little bit of it because it was raining on me and I went ahead and got in this boxwood hedge, but it was raining pretty bad. So it wasn't really a pretty day to be filming. So we got all of these put in and I think they look wonderful. We still have our little grouping here of the Blushing Brides. Some are doing better than others. So I knew they were going to go through a shock, but you know, it is what it is when you have to move things around. So we got to get a place made for these, but that will be another time. But what I really want to do is I want to get our mulch laid down. But before I do the mulch, I want to go ahead and get these Cat's Pajamas Nepeta pulled up. So these were the ones that really almost died last year and this year because this flower bed just holds way too much water when it rains. So they just do not like all the water. So we're going to go through here and try to relocate these Nepeta. You can see they've already got pretty little flush of blooms on them. This is like their second flush after I trimmed them back after they almost died. So I guess I trimmed them back twice this year. So we're going to get these moved and hopefully we can get them to a drier location so they'll be happier. So here they all are. Kind of look small when I have them all grouped together. Some of them did kind of want to fall apart a little bit. So I guess it kind of made me have some little extra ones. So I've got some little ones over there that are just kind of small. But let's go find a new home for these and see if we can get them out of this wet dirt. Okay guys, so we got them brought back to the back. Miss Winnie is sitting here watching the green pool. This pool, guys, it has been a mess. But I wanted to show you guys. So the other night, I took some of the lamb's ears and I separated them and I planted 3 here. And then I put 3 over here. So kind of just a little experiment. I've never propagated or divided lamb's ear before, but I got it off of this one, and as you can see, it doesn't even look like I took anything off of it because it was kind of spilling into the sidewalk. So we'll see. I want to do a whole line of the lamb's ear through here, and I like them in the grouping of 3, so we'll have another area right in here, and I think that's going to look really pretty. Look how pretty this lamb's ear looks with this autumn joy sedum. Isn't that beautiful? All the butterflies are buzzing this morning and bees. Everything's super happy. This is the Lady of Shalott. And this is the Alnwick Rose. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness, I love them. Okay, so What we're going to be doing is I'm going to transplant these Cat's Pajamas Nepeta along this long border here at the pool. So I think it'll go really good with all the other colors that we have, and we already have some of the Walker's Low in the background. So this one grows a little shorter than the Walker's Low, so it'll be perfect to plant here in the front along this border. So I'm just going to kind of spread them out, and we'll see how many we have to work with. So let's see if we've got the pattern right. So I have one here, then we have a grass, and then I have one here. And then I have one here, a grass, and one here. And then I have one on the right side of this little lime punch hydrangea. And then one on the left side of this little lime punch hydrangea. Then I have one here. So yeah, and I do have one over there. Okay. So then we go back to the grass. We have one here, and we have one here. We have one here, the autumn joy sedum, one there. Then we have another grass. This grass does not look as good. So we have one there, and we have one there. So guys, I think that was almost perfect to get this filled. So if these all live after me transplanting them, that's going to be so awesome, and it's going to look so beautiful through here. Okay, so let's get planting. So this is the last one. So I know this may not have been the most exciting video on the internet, but I hope it gave you a little inspiration that if you've got some plants that are struggling, this is a really good time of year when it's not so hot to go ahead and get them moved to another place. Or maybe you have a friend or family member that is wanting to thin out some hostas or some lamb's ear, or even this catmint. It like divides so beautifully. You can just kind of take off a chunk of it. You know, when you're starting your garden, if you can ask them for some little transplants, it's a great way to start your garden. And this time of year in the fall is perfect because it's not so hot. Plants won't be so stressed when you transplant them. I am going to go ahead and get these watered in. I'm not going to water them in a lot because their soil was already kind of super wet from being in that flower bed. Now, this hole is a little hard, which is kind of concerning. So I'm going to get this cleaned out really good so this plant can be able to grow in this hole. But, you know, sometimes in life things aren't always the exciting things. You know, we have those mundane days of dishes and cooking and laundry and cleaning the house. But sometimes those mundane tasks are some of the most satisfying ones, because you can go back and you can see all the progress that you've made. And so I think with this task, it's going to be very satisfying seeing these plants hopefully do better in this place. You know, we get a lot of rain here, and we're so close to the water that our water table is really high. So things just don't have a place to drain. So plants like Nepeta, Walker's Low Catmint, which is the same thing, just a little bit bigger version. Here's a good example. Walker's Low, and this is the cat's pajamas. So, you know, sometimes those items just don't do well here in our really wet soil. Now, I think we're hot enough for them, but we're just a little bit wet. So hopefully we can get these moved over and they can do a lot better. And I'm not planting these really deep. I know I'm digging this hole a little bit deeper, but I'm trying to break up. There's some pine tree roots in here, so I'm trying to get those broke up. So hopefully this plant can get a good head start and not be in competition with these pine trees that are over here. So anyway, so we almost got this hole ready. We're gonna get it a little bit of biotone to help with those roots. And then I've just been kind of pulling away the little dead pieces. Out of all of them, this one actually looks the best. So hopefully this one will do good. I know this Walker's Low has done good over here. Even though we're a little bit shady on this part of the yard, in the afternoon the sun goes down and it gets a lot of sun, hot sun in the afternoon. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more soil in here because I don't want it to sit down in a hole. Yes, there we go. I like the way that cat's mint smells. Do you guys? I think it smells pretty. Some people don't like the smell of it. But it is deer resistant, which is awesome. Okay, so there it is in its new home. Hey, Miss Winnie. Hi, big girl. You gonna help Nene? Are you gonna help Nene? Yes, you are. Sweet girl. Sweet girl. So let's do a little walkthrough. So you can see we've got our catmint there. Also, update report on the amazing daisies, the ones that we rescued from Lowe's, 50% off. Doing pretty good, isn't she? She looked pretty bad when we put her in. There's another one. It's gonna get a little bright, guys. Here's another one that we rescued from the 50% off. And you can see this catmint needs to be trimmed back a little bit. Has some dead growth on it. And then as we go up through here, let me turn around backwards so we don't see my shadow. Miss Winnie's enjoying the sun. We always says that she's a fall dog because she just blends in with fall. And then we got them all the way up through here, which I know is a little hard to see, guys. But it'll be prettier once they get a little bit bigger and more established. This is probably one of the smallest ones that we have. But if it doesn't make it, it's okay, because there's a lot going on here with the hydrangea and the muley grass. And then going all the way up through here. So look how beautiful this is going to look with the purple of the cat's pajamas and this amazing daisy. That is going to look so pretty. And then the autumn joycetum. And you know what I was thinking, guys? Wouldn't this be pretty with some lamb's ear right here? That's an idea. Thank you guys so much for joining me in the garden this morning. I know it was a short video, but one that was really needed because I'm super excited about getting that mulch spread out And this was one of the tasks that we needed to do before we do that. So hopefully this weekend I'll have lots of helpers to help me get that mulch spread out, because I think we got 60 bags of it. So all hands on deck this weekend. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a chance to get in your gardens today. Bye, friends.